All right, so after another lovely blind, I have finally figured out what is the best $30 to $60 bottle of bourbon that you can buy on pretty much all the shelves. Welcome back. My name is Zach. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, notifications button. Check us out on Patreon, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all the fun socials. And yeah, we got a ton of stuff getting ready to drop on Patreon here, hopefully by the end of the year. A ton of barrel picks, a ton of great barrel picks, by the way, if I can say, and kind of toot our own horn. Dave and I we've been very fortunate and very lucky with a lot of brands. And yeah, it's awesome. So anyways, to rewind a little bit here for the video, we have been trying to go through this process where we talk about basically, 30 and under bourbons, $30 to $60 range. Sorry, I should say that. We're going to do another one where we do $60 to $100 bourbons, and just kind of talk about like really great shelfers that's on the shelf. This isn't, I know we're in the middle of allocation season right now for bourbon, but this is really just talking about really great quality shelfers. So this one, I will say, I really don't feel like I had a bad one. Like, these were all really good. I felt like whenever we did the 30 and under one, there were some that just weren't great. But these were honestly really, really good. I was really happy with everything. So, yeah, I think, let's see, 2, 4, 6. So we have 11. And I'm just going to start from 11. We'll work our way up to number 1. There were some surprises on here. If I'm being honest with you guys, there was definitely some surprises on here on the blind. So, some of them I'm not super surprised on, but number 11, this is actually one I was not surprised on. This is the Redwood Empire. This is the Pipe Dream. This is actually one of Dave's favorite whiskeys. Dave's not here today. It's all about scheduling. So I'm in the middle of moving. He has stuff going on in his life, so it's like it's all good. Just we're super, super busy right now. And I want to make sure I have content before I move. But anyways, going back to Redwood Empire Pipe Dream. This is a really great bourbon. It's really solid. Only thing is in this blind, there were some barrel proofs. I think this had a barrel proof in front of it, and it just muted it just a little to where it wasn't the best it could be. So anyways, still really good on its own individually. I didn't hate it by no means. It wasn't my overall favorite. Next, 13th Colony. This is the small batch bourbon. So I was kind of surprised. I thought this would do a little bit better, but again, it just kind of fell a little short in comparison to some other bottles. Not in like the worst way possible, not like it's terrible or anything else like that. It just didn't hold up on its own like how I kind of honestly thought it would. So still really solid, still really good. Love everything 13th Colony is doing. It just compared to the other ones, it's good, just not as good. Next, this one I was actually a little surprised about. This is Michter's small batch bourbon. I thought this would be like borderline top 5. And, this being what, 8th, I think? 8th for it? 11, 10, 9. I was a little surprised. I thought this would do better. I think really highly of Michter's. I think what they're doing down there is just utterly fantastic between the experience and people that work down there and the quality of bourbon that they're producing and everything else down there. But yeah, I was a little surprised. I thought this was actually, I thought this was still Austin whenever I first was like trying to guess where everything was going to land. But yeah, I still say, I feel like we forget about this one. This one's really good. And I know it's not exactly everywhere, but I feel like the Michter's line gets slept on a little bit. Next, Larceny Barrel Proof. Okay, so here's my thing about with Larceny. This is a really great whiskey. The profile of it in this blind just stuck out like a sore thumb. And even though it's really good, it just made it a little off profile. And I think that's why this one did like how it did. Because this is the 8th spot here. And I just kind of was hoping for a little bit more, if that makes sense, with this one. But overall, still a great barrel proof. I still like this right now better than the Elijah Craig barrel proof lines. But overall, just super solid, really good. Next one. Did a little bit better than what I thought it was going to do. Woodford Double Oak. So whenever I went through, I actually didn't know the first time this was Woodford Double Oak. Second time through, I was like, I think this is Woodford Double Oak. And then I mixed the glasses all up in a different way, so I didn't know what I was trying, and I lost track of it. But I was really happy with it. I thought it showed really well. It's like 7th or whatever on the list. I thought, it's more towards the middle-ish of the pack. I thought this one would actually do pretty bad, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. So Woodford, I haven't been the biggest fan of you in a while, but it does really show that Woodford Double Oak, like the basic batch of everything, still really, really good stuff. Next, this is the James E. Pepper Barrel Proof. Dave and I have been preaching about this bottle for a while. It's a really, really great bottle of whiskey, and it really held up in the blind. And it finished 6th in the blind. It finished, it beat some really good ones. It beat the Michter's, it beat the Redwood Empire, Larceny Barrel Proof, 13th Colony. It beat a lot of really, really good stuff on here. I was really happy with it. I just thought it really performed well. And honestly, I could probably mix this one in the 5th spot and probably would have been fine with it either way. But just overall, just get one of these. First off, get one of these for a gift. It's a beautiful bottle. It's like $50. And it's beautiful. All right, number 5. I was surprised this one did this well. This is still awesome. This is the Musician. This is like their small batch bourbon. This is really good. I was surprised on the bottles it beat. I'm not surprised because I don't like it. I love this bottle, but I was just surprised how well it did in the blind. So really impressed. Again, I keep preaching about Still Austin. Dave and I both have been there. We love that place. The place is awesome. Cannot recommend that place enough. But anyways, check them out. I know they're a little tricky to find depending on where you're at because they're basically only through Total Wine. So if you don't have Total Wine where you're at, you kind of got to hope that they're more in main shops because they're not everywhere. But you can definitely find these online and I highly recommend trying to pick one up. In the number 4 spot, you guys are going to be shocked with me. Old Forester 1920. Now you all know how much I love 1920. You all know how much I love Old Forester. I was personally surprised whenever it was number 4. I was very surprised on the bottles that beat it. I think before, whenever we've done this is one for me. And it just didn't this time. So I was shocked. It still did great. It still finished 4th. It's still a banger through and through. But overall, I was a little shocked it either wasn't 1 or 2. Next, number 3. And this one actually is the biggest shocker to me on this whole list. This is the Old Forester. This is the OBSF. Now, Old Forester. I'm sorry. This is the Four Roses OBSF recipe. This is the single barrel 100 proof. Now, why am I shocked at it? I'm shocked that it did so well compared to the barrel proofs that were on this list. And really, it not only held its own against most of them, it beat most of them. So, obviously, you all know me. I love Four Roses. I talk about them all the time. I think this is one of the best new value bottles on the market. I love this idea of doing the 10 recipes, and it really does hold up in a blind. It's a beautiful thing. I cannot recommend it enough. It didn't win, but it beat a lot of really great. Beat 1920. I was shocked. And I was like, great, I'm going to get trolled. But regardless, this is still a great, great bottle of bourbon. I think all 3 of them are. This is just my favorite of the 3 that's came out so far. So, number 2, the Green River Full Proof. Now look, if you've been around Bourbon Kingdom for a little bit, especially if you're on our Patreon, y'all know how much we love Green River. What they're doing down there is some of the best stuff. If you told me I had to buy stock in a distillery for the next 10 years, it's probably Green River. Maybe Heaven Hill. Four Roses would be up there. But man, Green River, what they're doing, they're just doing some crazy awesome stuff down there. And I feel like they're just getting started. Like, honestly, I really do feel like they're just getting started. They're figuring out a lot of things. Dan does such an awesome job blending down there. I really love Green River. So they're doing some great stuff. Great bottle, great price, great profile. You know, love it. And last on the list, but number one in our hearts, Wild Turkey Rare Breed. Shout out to my boy Ethan, who I know is going to love if he watches this video, that this bottle won. Look, guys, at the end of the day, Rare Breed is special. It's so good. It holds up so well compared to a lot of other distilleries. Again, this bottle here, people would kill to have this in an LE. People would kill to have this in a limited edition from most distilleries. And here it is. It sits on shelves. It's freaking cheap and it's freaking awesome. So at the end of the day, all hail the turkey and all hail Rare Breed. So anyways, that's all I got. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, notification button. Check us out on Patreon. Like I said, we got a bunch of cool barrel picks coming out. And yeah, until next time, we'll see you.